Here's a little exercise that'll change your life. It'll at least make you more aware of the passing of your most valuable finite resource, your time, your God-given, most valuable, non-renewable resource, time. T-I-M-E. Time to think, time to spend with your best friend and secret weapon, time to invest with your children, your grandchildren, time to think, time to build, time to work, time to relax, time to grow things, time to build a legacy, time to build a world of freedom, time to do what you want to do. This little number was taught to me 20 years ago, and the effect it had on me is I started living life and doing business on my own terms that day. That's what this little number has done for me. And that number is 77.5. 77.5. That is the average life expectancy of the North American male. Me, you, 77.5 years. The average life of the North American man. So, here's what I was taught 20 years ago that changed the entire direction of my life. You take this number, and it's called QTL, Quality Time Left. It's the ultimate badass formula for waking you the fuck up, because that's what it did for me. QTL, Quality Time Left. Write that on a card, one of those white recipe cards that I recommend, piece of paper, black Sharpie, green Sharpie. Write QTL on the top of a piece of paper, card, whatever, and stick that beside your computer, in your home office, your main office, in your journal. Stick it somewhere, bathroom mirror, where you're gonna see it every day. QTL every single day. Now let's do some real math. Let's do some badass millionaire autonomy math. So 77.5 years, 75. That's the average life expectancy in 2020 of the North American male, me and you. So let's say 78 years. So to do the math on this, you take 78 years and you subtract your age. So let's say you're 55. You subtract 55 from 78. Let's say you're 65. You take 78 and you subtract 65. Let's say you're 45 years old. You take 78 and you subtract your age of 45 years. And you get a nice hard number. Great, Michael, I got, 25 more years to kick ass, take names, live life and do business on my own terms. Bullshit. Now, when you have that number, you've subtracted your age from 78. Now you need to knock off another 30, minimum 30% for things in life that we have to do regardless, like standing in line, like sleeping, like showering, like eating, like paying bills, all the things that we all have to do in our life that are not living life on our own terms. So you take that number after you've 78 minus your age, and now you subtract 30%. So when you subtract 30%, now we're getting to the real number. That, my friend, is how many years you have left to live life and to do business on your own terms. Period. Now, look at that number and look at it a lot. That's a number that needs to be kept, like I said, by your desk, on the fridge, where you go for your late night snack. It needs to be kept on the bathroom mirror, It needs to be in your journal, maybe on your screen somewhere. Quality time left. QTL. So now that you have your number, whatever your number is, I have my number, you have your number for quality time left. Look at that number every single day, a couple of times at least, and ask yourself this question. How much of that quality time left? Let's say your number is 19 years left. 19 glorious years to live life and do business on your own terms. 19 glorious years. Okay, that's the average. What are the things that you are no longer willing to accept in your life? That's the number one question. Not things that you want to do, but before you start that, what are the things that you're no longer willing to accept in your life? What are the things that you're no longer willing to sacrifice with your final 19 years? Who are the people that you're no longer willing to tolerate? What is the drama in your life that you're no longer willing to accept? What are the things that are wasting your time, the time vampires, your energy vampires in your life? Who and what are these things that you need to immediately curate, cut the rope with, use the swift sword, and get rid of, so that you're not spending any more of your 19 remaining years on these negative, toxic cancers? Those can be people, those can be things, those can be bad habits, those can be television, those can be drugs, alcohol, those can be, arguing and fighting, the news, politics. What are the things in your life that no longer are serving you, that you certainly don't want to be tolerating with the final 19 years of your quality time left? And curate those things out of your life. Make a list. One of the exercises that I do with my world builders, and I found it to be extremely, extremely powerful, is I ask them to take a piece of paper, plain white piece of paper, and divide it down the center. And just ask yourself to have two columns, positive and negative, and list all the positive people and activities in your life, the things that serve you. And then in the second column, list all the negatives, the toxins in your life, the fools. It's a suffering fools. Who are you suffering in your life? What are you suffering? What fools are you suffering in your life that now you know your quality time number, they have to go. They have to go. It has to go. It has to change. And then when you have those two columns, look at the positive and ask yourself this question. How can I do more of that? Whatever that is on that column. It could be exercise. It could be drinking a gallon of water a day. It could be, calling your parents. It could be spending time with your children. It could be date night. It could be coaching your kids' sports teams. It could be reading, writing, travel, all the positives in your life. How can you do more of those? And then in the second column, the suffering fools column, the negatives in your life, things and people, how can you immediately start curating those things out of your life? Negative people, toxic behaviors, time spent consuming the news, politics, fucking swamp of social media, fake book, all this garbage in our world that you can curate. And that way you can spend more of your remaining 19 years on things that matter most to you. And now you have your list, and then go to work on your list. But the most important thing, men, is to get that number and put that number up where you can see it. I have this number on my home office wall right in front of me. I have it on my main office wall. I have it on my bathroom mirror. So every morning and every night when I get up, brush my teeth, shave, shower, I see my QTL, my quality time left. And it reminds me to get my ass in gear. And it reminds me to invest my time, not spend it, to invest my time with positive people, with builders, with contenders, to spend my time with champions, not excuse makers, not victims. And it reminds me to live with an attitude of gratitude and to make a difference and serve those that I've been called to serve. And it just keeps my mind on my most precious, non-renewable, finite resource, my time and my energy. And if you do the same, it'll always be on your mind, and it will help you continue, because this is a never-ending process of curating out things out of your world that no longer serve you. People and things. People will come into your life that you need to get rid of. Okay? Habits will develop that you need to get rid of. What do you need to stop doing? What do you need to quit doing to maximize your QTL, your quality time left? I talk a lot about this in my book, my new book, How to Not Get Your Ass Kicked in Business and in Life. It's my 25 rules for helping you live life and do business on your own terms. Once you know your QTL, quality time left, there is only one life. There is only one life, and that's a life that's lived on your own terms. Life is too precious and too short to live on somebody else's terms. To spend time with people you don't want to spend time with, to deal with drama and the negative and the toxic, all of those things need to be gone. You can grab a copy of my book at nobullbook.com. It's $20, and it is the best investment you will ever make in your marketing, your business, your marriage, your relationship with your children, your mental and physical health, and building your personal badass millionaire legacy. You can also be placed on a waiting list for my Brotherhood, my Badass Millionaire Brotherhood 8-week coaching program. I'll be opening it up again this summer. If you're interested in applying, you can do so at the link below, badassmillionaire.com/apply. It's an 8-week coaching program for top 1%ers who want to build a brand new world. And I help you do that. And there's like 7 questions you have to answer. You'll be put on a waiting list till the summer. And then when I reopen the Brotherhood, you and I, no salesperson, you and I will get on the phone and we'll talk about whether this coaching society is a good fit or whether it's not a good fit, whether I'm the right coach or whether I'm not the right coach. And we'll go from there, because it certainly isn't everybody's cup of Jack Daniels. That's it for today. Get out, do your math, your age minus, okay? So 78 years, minus your age, do it now, and then lop off another 30% for life's necessities, and there's your number that you need to stare at, and stare at a lot. It's a game changer, it's a life changer, and put it somewhere where you're gonna see it a lot, and make all of your future decisions. What you tolerate in your life, you get more of, you know that. What you tolerate in your life, you're gonna get more of, and use that number to raise your standards to new levels. Use that quality time left number to raise your personal standards to levels you've never ever had before, where you tolerate 0 fools, where you tolerate nothing that doesn't serve you in your world. And you're just constantly curating, cutting the rope, and using that swift sword to constantly be curating people out of your world. Only the best of the best, only the best of things, only things that serve you from now on get inside your world. That's it. 2 words that changed my life, 2 words that can change your life. Be relentless.